the last press conference, the last reaction video, the last time I believe I have to stream E3 stuff this week. Besides what we stream Friday when we're just playing a game and relaxing from all the stuff we are doing for the show. It's Nintendo. I'm here on Nintendo's official page because I like to catch a little bit of the treehouse afterwards in case there's something there. But yeah, and like the Twitch stream is the official Twitch stream isn't even up yet, so we only got like 30-ish minutes to talk about Nintendo. Actually, 25 minutes, I believe, officially from Reggie. So, if there are surprises, I wouldn't be surprised if a good bit of them are in the Treehouse event. Well, I think for the most part, we know what's going to be here because it's pretty much going to be the lineup of games we've seen coming to the Switch over the next year. I don't think we have too many surprises in store for us. I would say the Virtual Console will be here, hopefully. And maybe another port or two, maybe a certain Smash port, possibly, but other than that, I wouldn't expect anything too surprising. I think I'm going to go 2 and 4 on press conferences this year on bingo cards. Especially since there's Pokemon Stars and a Diamond and Pearl and Platinum remake for 3DS on here, and it's just like, yeah, that's not happening. Neither one of those are happening, so I am screwed on any rows that involve them. I am just screwed. So that knocks out what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of mine. That is, or 5 bingos I could have. That's just, it's not happening. I think my most likely bingo on here, for those who haven't, those who are dropping in who want to play along in the bingo, just go exclamation point E3 bingo in either chat that you are in, and Nightbot will happily provide you the link. But yeah, I believe a Reggie is Ready joke, another Kirby game, a Fire Emblem Warriors gameplay, and a Smash port was probably my most likely bingo. If not that, shit. I have so few options here. Jesus. So few options. I'm screwed. I'm 2 and 4. I should pick better bingo cards. Oh well. That's how it is to be bingos. The stream is live, by the way, for those wondering. That the Nintendo stream is live. It's just there's nothing going on. They're probably literally gonna flip the switch, or like just start at 12 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific. But yeah, it was nice to do reactions to Sony press conference last night because we've never done live reactions to Sony press conference. We've always done the show while Sony was going on, which now that we were doing these live reaction videos, I think it would be better. That way, our technical day 2 will be tomorrow, where we talk about not Sony. We'll be just talking about the 4 press conferences we had to talk about, and by 4 I mean like 3, kind of. Like, I don't think there's anything else at the PC Gaming Show, and I would have to relook over the article, but the only thing I would want to talk about is the XCOM stuff, and that's really it. I know it took 40 minutes to get to one thing in there, because I haven't sat down and watched it. There's nothing at the Devolver Conference. Bethesda and Bethesda was pretty short. Ubisoft has some stuff to talk about, but the main thing for me is Mario and Rabbids, and maybe we'll get more here at the Nintendo Press Conference, which would be a good thing. And then, like, the Nintendo Press Conference itself. But yeah, day 2's tonight. What am I saying? Day 3 is tomorrow, where we're doing showroom floor stuff. But yeah, I'm hopeful for Nintendo. I hope we got some good stuff. I don't think it's going to be surprising, which I think a lot of people are down on E3 because they're expecting surprises and like big things, and you know, sometimes we just don't get surprises. But we still get doesn't mean that what we see isn't good. Like I was thinking about this last night. I think this year every press conference was good because every press conference was good. We didn't have an outright bad press conference. And I would say that every press conference had something for someone. Maybe not spectacular, maybe not the most spectacular or most interesting thing, but there is something there for everyone every single press conference, and that is a good thing. It's good that everyone is bringing something to the table this year because that means we have a stronger industry. Big picture stuff. Yeah, we are still 10 minutes out. Yeah, before I went to sleep last night, I watched the new Amazon's episode, and God, I don't know why I'm watching this because it's not it's not that I hate it. It's just there's nothing really holding me on this show. I feel like. And I think that's my problem at the moment is that there's nothing holding me to this show. There's nothing really wanting me to keep the show besides just seeing how this stuff ends because I assume season 2 will be the end of it. Unless we get a season 3, which, God help me if they get to make a season 3. But, like, it takes more than lots of blood and lots of violence to make me interested in something. Like, it takes an actual characters and story and stuff and, a show that doesn't feel like it's depressing because it's written to be the most depressing thing you've ever fucking read, ever fucking watched. Like that's what Amazon feels like sometimes. It's like things happen, bad things happen because bad things should happen because we want to make our characters miserable. Of course, it was funny on Tumblr earlier. I was reading two different posts about Yuzu. One post was pointing out how Yuzu's got a lot of relationships to other characters besides Yuya, which are good. And another one was going, people really don't like Aoi because they're compared to the Yuzu, and it's like he's defending Aoi from Vrains because in 5 episodes she's been more enjoyable than Yuzu, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I still haven't watched like past the 2nd episode for Vrains because I'm just not interested. The link summoning stuff's not interesting to me. What I watch of those 2 episodes doesn't make me interested. Especially since it's dumping a whole bunch of stuff on us to start with, and I'm like, I kind of don't like that. I like a bit of a slow start. I'm starting to realize I might like a slow start better than anything. Like with Arc 5, it was a slow start because all you had was Yuya and Yuzu, and the only mystery you had was the pendulum stuff, and it's like, was the mystery of pendulums, and other than that, there wasn't really anything else besides just Reggie being this background figure who wanted pendulums for reasons. Like, it didn't feel it had as much on you, and it also felt like you knew and you got to know the characters by the first couple episodes, and that was good. I will say it would be nice to have a break from all of the live streaming I've done. As much as I like to do live streams, I like to have a break in it, and it's the different times and different lengths of time streaming have, I wouldn't say wore me out, but it's like, get everything ready fucking 20 minutes before, but it's complicated setup. and then just wait around for something to start and then talk over it. It's like, I don't get to play something. Which I'll be trying out that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite story demo after this. Uh, the super. Make sure the Nintendo reactions video is up almost immediately after this. However long it takes me to sit down, do up all the tags, and push it out, because otherwise there's nothing else I need to do on it. But once the tags are done, it'll be out the door. Probably the quickest one out the door. Because I won't be trying to edit a supercut video immediately afterwards to push it out. Because I'm just going to edit the Ubisoft one, the Sony one, and the Nintendo one. Get all three of them done. And have them all three uploaded at the same time. And have them all three going out at the same time. I'll probably just schedule them to be like, alright, go out like before the show tonight. Or like early tomorrow morning. Just so they have time to process and time to be at their proper quality settings. Because I like to not push something out too early from uploading, just so all of the quality settings are out there. Oh, we're 5 minutes to Nintendo. But I'm excited to see what we got. I'm excited to see things that are going to make me want to buy a Switch. Like, Microsoft hasn't really given me any reasons to buy an Xbox One, to be honest. And I already own a PlayStation 4, so anything coming exclusively to PlayStation 4, I'm like, alright, sure. I got that. But, like, I'm not interested in Xbox One, especially with the Play Anywhere system. That pretty much means, like, more than likely an Xbox One title I want to play is going to come to Xbox One. Or is going to come to PC. Bleh, not Xbox. Of course it's going to come to Xbox One. No, coming to PC. Derp. Derp, 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 derp. Of course, my little laptop I could probably use an upgrade to my little laptop in the next few years. Granted, I could probably also use a proper PC at some point, especially since I have a desk for it. But I think I'm fine with just doing laptops. I don't need a full tower PC setup. Maybe not yet. Maybe after college, when I possibly have a more permanent place to myself. Oh, that was light reflecting off something. And I look up and I see Fire Emblem Echoes, and I'm like, I know, I need to get back to you. I also gotta sit down and like hit up Backloggery and go, alright, I'm gonna put everything that I want or think I should complete on Backloggery and like just do a few streams of me completing games. I think that's what I'm gonna do at some point after E3, along with setting up a lot more of the multi-stream stuff that Tommy was telling me about last night, like the chat client and getting the chat on screen. So if you folks talk, you can see it on screen, and all sorts of just really messing with that stuff and seeing what I can do to maybe improve the stream a little bit. Yeah, the backlog, well, at least the console stuff, or yeah, console and portable stuff, because I've got Echoes, I have Fates, all three versions of Fates that I would like to complete at some point. Persona Q, the first Project Cross Zone, because I haven't bought the second Project Cross Zone, because I'm like, I haven't even beaten the first Project Cross Zone. I don't need to be buying the second one. I don't want to get in the habit that, like, John is in, where he has all of these games, and he's not, or, well, not John, but, like, I want to get in the habit of buying games and not playing them and beating them. Like, I just like to get a list together and be like, alright, I am playing and beating these games and doing these things. Because there's also certain things I want to do for some games. Like for Kingdom Hearts 2, I want to beat the data fights. Or I like to beat the data fights in Sephiroth and Terra. So just grind up the levels for all that. Persona 5, I like to get the max S-Link on, or all max S-Links on that. Which I'll probably end up, I think I'm also getting, I'll most likely get all of the Personas in the Compendium as well. Because all I have to do is just grind to level 93, I think? And grinding's not bad since I have items that, like, give multipliers to experience, so all I have to do is turn all them on when I'm in Mementos and grind it out. I think the only thing is, oh, we're almost starting. Yay! But yeah, the only thing I'd have to do is just, like, get all the treasure ghosts, which will be annoying, but there's ways of grinding this out. On Reaper. That's the other boss I want to beat, is Reaper. Or, the boss I want to beat is Reaper in Persona 5. And Catherine and Justine. So. There's also beating Persona 3 FPS, but I don't mind getting not max S-Links on Persona 3 and Persona 4. Rocket League on the Switch. I'm gonna count that as a... I'm gonna count that. It says that's on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. I think Rocket League's been out for like 3 years. I'm gonna count that. Open Tournament DX. Now that I realize that there's a song playing in this, I should probably mute the stream. Hi, FIFA. That was the thing EA didn't talk about, is FIFA coming to the Switch. Which I believe does not have the story mode in it, from what I was hearing on the Twitch stream the other day. Which is kind of bad. Splatoon 2. So far, all the real usual suspects. Suspects. Bleh. I was about to say, I can mute the desktop audio and then have it playing for myself. Ah, yes, the Nintendo Spotlight. Technically not a Nintendo Direct, but it's still a Nintendo Direct.
The game is fun. The game is a battle. If it's not fun, why bother? If it's not a battle, where's the fun? It's a test that you pass or a quest that you fail. A race against time. Fun and battle always locked together. But the game is also something else. It's a journey, a passport to new worlds. Maybe
Aren't we getting real philosophical to start with? Alright.
A look, a feel, an exploration. Close your focus and open your mind. Yes, the journey requires the right ticket. And that ticket is Nintendo Switch. But in the end, it's not just
I love that we're talking philosophy right now. Fucking Nintendo Spotlight, Jesus.
Can take you. So let's go.
So what are we starting with? We're starting with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Nice.
Everyone in Allrest lived on the World Tree, together with our Divine Father,
This is looking pretty
the
good.
architect. They called that paradise Elysium. You're a blade.
As the driver of the Aegis, can you take me to Elysium?
I'm in. Let's go to Elysium. I'll take you there myself.
I see we're keeping with the European accents. Good.
Pyra!
Here!
Cover me!
Got it!
We'll show you. We'll show you what me and Pyra are made of. Take this!
Sounds like it could use a little work.
Now that you've come this far, there can be no turning back. You and that sword can't be! I'm guessing your goal is Elysium.
Yeah, this game's looking pretty good. I don't need another RPG on my goddamn backlog. Jesus.
Her flames hide something deeper.
And so many good RPGs.
Are you the Aegis, or aren't you?
I won't use that power, and I won't let you use it either!
If you know what you desire, you will have to show it. Not with words, but with your own strength. Everyone, let's go!
Holiday of this year. About to say Chronicles 2 on here.
Sometimes you need a hero. A sword swinging,
No.
fire wielding, stone cold hero with an insatiable appetite?
Kirby? Oh, new Kirby game. On Switch, I assume? Recruit your party by throwing hearts at them. And you can get bonus abilities from your party members. Like, level up your powers. That's cool. That's neat. I also see the next TRG Let's Play. Or at least what's in TRG's future. Because I would assume this is co-opable as well. Yeah, the various players. Yeah, this is a co-op game. Kirby next year.
Hi everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. I hope you've been enjoying the journey with Nintendo Switch so far. When I found out that Nintendo Switch is being accepted by video game fans from all over the world as a home console that could be taken with you anywhere, I felt so relieved.
Our game
Take
will
Switch
work.
outside, come together, and share the experience. This idea was how we hoped people would play with Nintendo Switch. But people are coming up with many creative ways to play, in all kinds of places, in many more ways than we expected. This summer, Nintendo and its third-party partners will release many multiplayer games that can be played anytime, anywhere, and with anyone. we hope there will be many heated competitions that will be ignited by Nintendo Switch. Now, we'll continue our look at even more new game worlds for Nintendo Switch. But before we do, there is one announcement we'd like to share from our very special friend. Please take a look.
Pokemon, hi.
Everyone. I'm Tsunekazu Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Just the other day, we announced that Pokken Tournament Deluxe is coming to Nintendo Switch. This is the latest version of the premier Pokemon fighting game. Two people can dive right into battle using two Joy-Con controllers.
Alright,
So you can
we've
experience
already heard about
heated
Pokken Tournament, but
battles
okay.
with just one Nintendo Switch console. There are some fresh additions, including new Pokemon, and this deluxe version of the game will be on display at E3 for attendees to play. I have one more announcement. Game Freak has begun developing a core RPG Pokemon title on Nintendo Switch.
Oh shit.
It may not release for more than a year, but we hope you'll look forward to it all the same.
Well,
In the meantime, let's enjoy this year's E3.
well, there you go, folks.
Ishihara-san,
It's being worked
thank you
on.
very much.
We've got nothing
We
to show
heard that
for
the
it,
Pokemon
but it
series
exists.
is being developed for Nintendo Switch. What kind of Pokemon game will we be able to play on Nintendo Switch? I'm looking forward to it myself. At this year's E3, we're mostly showing games that will be released in 2017. But please know that here at Nintendo, we're working on many forms of entertainment that can only be made possible on Nintendo Switch. We hope you'll look forward to them as well. Now let's continue on with the journey with Nintendo Switch.
And next up is space. There's only a few franchises that could be in space. Oh fuck. Oh, oh, you cheeky bastards. A fourth. Oh. You're only teasing us, are you? We got nothing to show. You fucks. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to get on the fucking Prime series. Well, Samus is finally getting the game. Oh, another Yarn Yoshi title. Or not Yarn. What was the name of it? Fuck. What was it? Oh, and it's all 3D too. Or Super 3D too. That's cool. This is adorable looking. Oh, that's cool. Very much playing with the 3D environment. Very Little Big Planet-esque, but it's the same same aesthetic that they both shoot for, so it's a little hard not to see one in the other. Yoshi next year. Is there a Yoshi game on here? Koei Tecmo, Team Ninja.
We're under attack!
Is this Fire Emblem Warriors? Yeah, I believe it's Fire Emblem Warriors. Yep.
If she's up there, then...
You two must keep going. No, I'm coming with you.
Well. Hi, Corin.
Prince of Altea. We've come here to save you.
Remember that you can rely on your friends. We're with you.
Corrin with her
Get it
two
together, you
big
two.
brothers from
If you
Hushido
can't
and
do this,
Nor.
who can?
You fought your way this far. There's nothing you two can't do.
No matter the danger, we can overcome it if we're working together.
All right, let's move out.
Working together, we can finish this.
So the main characters from the 3 games that are representing Fire Emblem Warriors fall this year. No gameplay, so I can't mark that off. Damn it.
Hi there, I'm the Legend of Zelda series producer, Eiji Aonuma. You may have already heard about it during Bethesda's showcase that was held a few days ago. It was announced that select Zelda items will appear in the Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim. I'm really
Yay.
looking forward to exploring Skyrim with the Master Sword in hand. Oh, when did this Master Sword get in my hand? Next up, we'll take a look at the DLC packs for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Sweet.
Let us take you on a new Hyrule adventure.
I think we've already gotten details for the first one. So this is mainly going to be details for the second one, I would say. Ah, yeah, the Trial of the Sword. Alright, and nothing but your underwear and stick. Go beat up people. Essentially, go to the beginning of the game again. Okay, why are you climbing up the pole and not using the ladder? Hero path mode. We've already gotten details for all of this a little while ago, so. Ah, yes, the Korak mask that I'm sure has made Gerard just fucking livid at this point. He's like, now you put on a mask to make the Korak scenes easier. Should have went with 4, not 3. Master Trials DLC Pack 1. We gonna get DLC Pack 2 details as well?
Ooh.
Champions Ballad. Alright, shots of for the champions. Okay. Where are we going with this? Champions Ballads Expansion Pack 2. Those are release dates. Boop. On Switch and Wii U.
What did you think? I actually have one more announcement that I'd like to share. The 4 champions that appeared in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be available as amiibo. The
Oh,
Zora
damn.
champion, Mipha. The Goron champion, Daruk. The Rito champion, Rivali. And the Gerudo champion, Urbosa. You'll be able to use these 4 amiibo in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Of course, you'll be able to use these in the DLC packs that you just saw, so please look forward to them.
More amiibo. Yay.
This changes the game. Travel the world. Bring people together.
My wallet weeps
Play
silently.
anywhere with anyone. If video gaming is a journey, then Anywhere has to include a stop right here in LA during E3. This is Magic Week, where booths buzz and channels glow, where the game worlds you've heard about suddenly spring into life. And this summer, a new kind of heated competition ignites right on Nintendo Switch.
Splatoon
It kicks off
2.
later today with the Splatoon 2 World Inkling Invitational, which brings teams from the Americas, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan to see whose colorful skills are the best. Tomorrow, the Pokken Invitational will be held. You might recognize some of our 8 competitors who'll be duking it out in heated battles. Later on Wednesday, we'll see 8 players throw punches in the fun and competitive game ARMS, which launches later this week. 4 of our players will be
Literally
pros,
tomorrow.
and the other 4 will be E3 attendees who rise to the top by battling on the show floor. If you're going to E3, we hope you'll accept the challenge. And no matter where you are, be sure to catch up with Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 for all the details and news about Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS. But now, there are a few more worlds left to visit on our journey before we land in the booth. Let's go.
Mario and Rabbids, of course. Gotta plug
Ubisoft
this
is
because
proud to announce his new Rabbids game,
I
Mario
don't
plus
even.
Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and it will be developed exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. The Rabbids' crazy personalities and unpredictable behavior will shine as they arrive in a reimagined and twisted Mushroom Kingdom. They will surprise you in this tactical adventure filled with combat and exploration. Mario and his friends will join them in an epic
Ice
quest
puzzles,
to put the kingdom back in order. We can't wait for you to play the game on August 29th.
Okay. Rocket League, guys? Yep, Rocket League. Damn. I've got nothing. Oh, it's a Mario vehicle. There's some Nintendo vehicles in Rocket League. Neat. Cross-network play. Nice.
On behalf of everyone here at Psyonix, we're extremely excited to announce that Rocket League is indeed coming to Nintendo Switch. We know that both the Rocket League and Switch communities have wanted it, and now we're going to release it, complete with cross-network support that lets you play against opponents on other platforms.
The Switch version will have all the features and modes we've released thus far, plus exclusives like local wireless multiplayer, Mario and Luigi hats for customizing your car, and new exclusive cars we'll talk about later this year.
Look for Rocket League on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
That's neat and cool. And next. Big T-Rex. Oh, Odyssey. We haven't talked about Mario on a scooter in, well then. Wow.
Here we go, off the rails. Did you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. 20 flags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon. This great wide wacky world.
Oh my god. Okay, this game looks fantastic. But what? What? Mario just taking over characters with the... I dig it. I'm in. Oh, look, a little Mario, a little Rob head. Oh, come on! The entire stream. Oh, now you didn't. Aw, it's cool. All sorts of different clothes you can put on. Oh my. Wait, is that the chick from the original Donkey Kong game? Because I swear that's her dress. And then her color too. And that's all she wrote, folks. Yeah, nothing super surprising. The surprises seem to be coming next year from the looks of it. And it's what I expected. Nothing super shocking, surprising, but there are still good things coming to the Switch in the next year. In the next year. So.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2017. We're back for another year. We've got a lot of great game content to show you, and a lot of special guests swinging by as well. But to get things kicked off, we're going to take another look at Super Mario Odyssey. Just saw the video in the Spotlight. It's going to be coming out in October.
Alright, I'm going to beat the stream real quick. Give a quick rating. So I can end off here real super quick. Alright, out of 10. That does not look like a 10. Try it again. Out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 7.6. Nothing super surprising, but still good content. A couple teases to stuff to come, but still good stuff all around. So we're gonna check out this Treehouse event a little bit, and we'll end off there.
まず今ビデオ見ていただいてどうでしたか？何か面白かったところありますか？
First, could I just ask you, was there anything you saw in there that particularly surprised you or interested you?
I gotta say, the first time I saw that T-Rex, my heart stopped.
The dinosaur was a
It was
big
so
deal.
exciting.
よかったです。今回のマリオはテーマが旅になっていて、別の国に行った時の驚きをすごく強調しています。
So we have a theme of going on a journey in this game, but we're also trying to give the player a lot of surprises, and I think the dinosaur is really big surprise for most.
マリオシリーズってマリオが持っているその分かりやすさであるとか、可愛らしさであるとか、誰でも分かるような共感というもので、今まで作ってきて、今もこれも入ってるんですけども、今回は特に旅の驚きっていうことをすごく、盛り込みたいので、驚きというテーマを、体験もそうだし、ビジュアルもそうだし、
I'm gonna check Twitter while we're waiting on
We also want
translation.
to balance that feeling of surprise with some emotional resonance, giving people something that's familiar, that's attractive, that's really cute from the Mario series, and bounce people back and forth between the familiar and the surprising.
でそれを体験するための新しいプレイシステムを、作りましたので、それは本倉さんに説明しております。
So we've come up with some play systems to get that across as well. So it's not just a look and feel, but a play experience also. And I'd like to turn to Mr. Motsukura to explain that.
今作は帽子を投げて敵や物を操ってとある地球を冒険するっていう、物語になっています。
So the kind of overall story of this game is, you're going around, you're throwing your hat, you're taking over different enemies and objects, and you're traveling the world while you do that.
そのパワームーンっていうのがイコール驚きになっていますので、それを帽子を投げたり、いろんなものを操って箱庭を探索してもらえたらと思います。
And we talked about surprise before, but basically the unit of surprise in this game is those power moons. Those always equal a surprise, so you go around, you throw your hat at different things, you control enemies, and you find things that are surprising, and that gives you a power moon.
Right on, so let's get into some gameplay. Rob, you're going to take us into New Donk City.
I am. First, I'd like to take a quick look at the Odyssey, for which the game is named. It's the ship that Mario uses to travel the world, and it's powered by these power moons, so you keep needing additional thresholds of them to get onto the next kingdom. And just to show off a little bit of the new moves, obviously there's the hat throw. You can make it stay in place, which is sometimes valuable. It can grab things for you.
Oh, that's neat.
There's two kinds of coins, which we'll talk about it a little later on.
Actually, there in that little dialogue box, we saw Cappy.
Oh, yeah. Cappy is both the red hat that he's wearing and also in his native form, he's a white top hat. And so one other move that's pretty cool is this circular throw. Knocks away everything. But let's get down into the city. And as you saw in the trailer, so there's the capture mechanic lets you take over things. It also lets you do fairly exotic things like turn into electricity, travel through wires. So how did the capture mechanic come about?
I dig this capture mechanic idea. It's like, alright, throw your head at something, take it over, and become that thing. And get use out of it.
When
Like,
we were making this game, what we started
that
out doing
provide
was
a
making
lot
this
of gameplay
huge
variety.
amount of different gameplay prototypes.
このキャプチャーというアクションもそのうちの一つです。
And
Just
this
gonna
capture
clip on
action
through
was
that pole.
just one of those prototypes.
みんなでこうアイデアを出し合った中に出てきたんですけども、それをそうですね、2、3日ぐらいで作って遊んでみたらものすごく面白かったので、すぐゲームの中心に入れようと決めました。
So, you know, it was
I
just
can
one
only
of the
imagine
ideas
what
that came up,
happened
but
when
we worked on
speedrunners
it
get
for
a hold
2
of
or
this.
3
It's just
days,
like,
and
oh, I
it
can
just
literally
instantly
like
turned into something that was really fun.
capture
We decided, well,
like
okay, this should just be the
several
center
things
of
in
this
game in this game, like
I love how
movement in
much
this
it
game.
encourages
That's
that exploration and
chaining together
experimentation.
multiple
I think the Mario
captures
games along
on
these
like those
lines are
orange
so known
poles,
for when you
flinging
think
yourself
about
forward
Super Mario
every
64,
time.
Super Mario Sunshine. Here we've got so much stuff that just looks
Wait,
interesting, and you're wondering, okay,
Are the
what will happen if I
fucking
throw my cap at it? You
oh
never
my
really know what's going to happen, so you want to try
I
everything
love dumb
just to see.
details like that. I love super dumb details like that.
そうですね、いろんなものにこう帽子を投げたり、試してもらえたらなと思ってます。
Yeah, I definitely hope people, while they're playing this game, they just throw their hat at everything and try all sorts of different things.
Whoops, that was a mistake. Right now, normally, if you were following the story path of the game, you'd be talking to Mayor Pauline, who wants you to recruit musicians.
It is that
that are
girl!
there.
Sweet!
But we're going to ignore that right now because there's lots and lots of things to do beyond following the main story of the game. Like possess rockets and turn into
That is
rockets.
Pauline. For those who don't know, Pauline was the girl from the original Donkey Kong game.
Actually, that's an interesting
Essentially
note
Mario's
there. So
original
you mentioned
girlfriend
Mayor
before
Pauline,
he got
and I think
Peach.
our sharp-eyed viewers will have
Pauline
noticed that some of the
fell
street
into obscurity
signs,
after that. I think she
are
only ever
references
appeared in the
to
Mario and Donkey
Kong
Kong games
characters. We've got some
since then.
interesting red girders going on here. I wonder, Koizumi-san and Motokurasa-san, if you can tell us a little bit more about this city. It's got some interesting backstory.
やっぱりポリン市長がいて、ニュードンクシティという名前がついてると、なんかもっと何かこの都市について説明していただけますか。
そうですね。名前もそうですし、ポリンってドンキーコングのキャラクターで何かの
The fun of watching anything in Nintendo. Waiting on the translation.
言えないんですけど。
So certainly you can tell that Pauline is from Donkey Kong, and the name New Donk City probably leads you to a couple of hints, but we can't get into too much of it today.
And I like the shirt you're wearing, by the way.
That is a snazzy
Good choice
shirt.
today.
お楽しみに。
Please look forward to hearing more about that.
I didn't see what the shirt was. What's the shirt?
I gotta take the long way.
Oh, good luck. And this is interesting here where we see, I mean, really throughout New Donk City, and I think throughout the world, we've got these really fun playground elements where you're bouncing on things, you're jumping on things, you're swinging. Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about how you came up with that kind of play mechanic in the game?
ぶら下がったりして、飛び跳ねたりして、まあいろんな環境のも
Well,
の
that's a neat trick with the loading screen. The cutout is actually a spinning hat. It's not a stationary hat. That's usually outline loading screens don't do that.
まずその施策っていうの
Yes, I am
ものすごくいっぱい
fucking
遊びを
commenting
作
on
ってい
like
ます
little
それ
gameplay
をこう
things.
配置してステージっていう
So
のを
I am.
作ります。
I love little
So,
details in
going back to
games.
that prototyping process I was talking about before, we obviously create lots and lots of different ones, lots and lots of different game ideas. And then next what we think about is where to place them within the stage.
そこにそのアートであるとか具体的なものを載せて
It looks like you can hop out of the wire at
So,
any
you know, we put in
time
the
if
stage,
you
we like
need
combine it with
to.
different art assets, like kind of like real,
Just kinda
real
neat.
things to see what it might actually look like or work in game, and then try playing it.
そうするとこうもっとこうしたいとかいろんな意見が出てくるので
I was
そ
about
れ
to say,
を
we're
さら
gonna climb all the way to the
に
top of the
そこに
tower.
上乗せして作っています。
And then, obviously out of that, like different things come up, like, oh, maybe we could do this a little bit differently. Maybe this could actually work like this instead. And then we kind of add that to it, and the process just continues from there.
なので先ほどちょっと出たタクシーなんかをジャンプさせるのもスーパーマリオサンシャインでもちょっと似たような仕様があったので、そういうところからちょっとヒントを得ています。
And so, you saw before, we were able to jump on top of the taxi, and that's something that was sort of in Super Mario Sunshine at times. So in that way, we're also getting hints from past games.
Can I quickly interject that so as I mentioned, the goal right now is to recruit these musicians. When I was first playing this game for a feedback report for the development team, I could not figure out how to get to this guy on the top of this building. You can just barely see him. He's a speck right now in that triangular building. And the way I eventually found to do it was to take a really long fall.
What?
And that worked.
Oh, I feel bad for his knees.
A bit to my surprise. And I wanted to know, when you saw that report from me, what was that a problem to be solved? Was that a cool thing? What was that?
It's like, how do you get up there? I'll just jump off that tall building over there. You got enough distance. I also think you can get up from like one of those other buildings next to it.
はい、それは読んだんですけれども、今日ここでプレイするとは思わなかったです。
Yeah, I did read that. I didn't know you were going to be playing that right now.
Troublemaker.
Well, I also know the real way. Or another way.
The real way you're supposed to go.
でも自分でこういろんなプレイの仕方を
Which looks like it's just go up this way.
それもスーパーマ
And
リオ
use the
64やスーパ
the
ーマ
little
リオサンシャイン
caution
から
poles, the flicking
But
your
you
way up.
found your own way to play it, and like letting users play around with the game and find their own ways of doing things. That's something that goes way
There
back.
seems to
into
be a little bit
Mario
of a
and Super
video
Mario 64 and Super
cut
Mario Sunshine
right there
as
at the
well.
top of the screen.
So this
For
is
some
actually one of
reason,
the two
I'm not
cameras
sure
that
why
we
that is.
on the show floor. The show
I
floor
spotted a little bit
hasn't
in
opened
the
yet,
in the
so
Odyssey
we
trailer,
don't have
but
folks playing the game at this moment, but I'm really looking forward to talking to folks after they've played it, because I think there's so many different ways to problem solve and find the moons in
Bonk.
these kingdoms.
Crank.
I'm not even sure if folks will find
God
everything
damn it.
over the course of the show.
Oh,
It's
that's
to find
fucking
out
cranky
how
avenue,
different
of
people
course.
approached completing some of these objectives.
But the game encourages so much experimentation because you aren't
Yeah.
kicked out of the level every time you find a moon. There is no reason not to investigate every little thing you can see that might be interesting. There's no time limit. There's no disincentive.
God,
Lots and lots of
this
cool
sounds so
stuff.
much like a Mario game that a lot of people have been waiting on. Just
Yeah,
like,
that's a very
I'll just
interesting
do
change
what
that
you
adds, I
want.
think, to the immersion in the kingdoms. When you think about Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, whenever you got whatever the collectible objective was, depending on the game you were playing, you'd get bumped out of the area and you'd have to come back in. But here, since you're not going to get booted out of the kingdom when you collect a power moon, there's a lot of encouragement to just go check out that
Oh my God, the
weird thing
bullet
you
bills
saw on the
already
horizon,
even
because
have
it's
hats
still
already.
continuing
They got
whatever
those little.
Oh no!
Well,
But then keep on tracking and finding moons.
Another reason to explore everything is that there's very little punishment for dying. I just lost 10 coins, and there's lots. So, and I get to try again right away.
that's good.
Oh, good luck.
It's also worth mentioning that the bullet bills here are coming out with visors on, so they cannot be captured until you knock their hats off, because an enemy with a hat is the scariest thing in this game.
Fashion is very important in this
God
game.
damn it.
Gotta be conscious of your headwear.
Oop. Whoop, die! Jumped off again.
Well, apparently this is
Bravo.
not my day for this challenge.
Bravo,
right,
bravo,
charm,
good
right?
sir.
Yeah.
Bravo.
And if
See how Twitterverse is doing on
first you
this.
don't succeed, give up on the third attempt.
I'm just looking at the space where we saw other sections of New Dog City, and looking here, I'm just so impressed with the texture work that's been done. And I feel like every time I see a new build of this game, more and more of these textures are just jumping out at me. It's really fun to see in person.
It is a gorgeous game, and we have some other segments later on in the stream that are going to highlight some especially pretty areas.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah.
And while I'm keeping my fingers and toes crossed, yes.
Thank you.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet that we probably should talk a little bit about is the fact that you're playing with Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached.
Yes.
And that's a really fantastic way to play this game. It, of course, supports Pro Controller and other controller options, but you can do so much with the motion controls.
I've seen a couple of people say
throwing
Nintendo
Cappy feels
like
very
one
intuitive.
E3.
Yeah. I'm going to switch to a different section of the game. We're going to show the sand world, which is also playable on the show floor. So give me just a moment
Oh,
here.
no worries. But I do love that as you're experimenting, and I think we'll see folks doing that on the show floor here, so many of your gestures will affect how Cappy moves that while you're holding the Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached, you really want to just try moving your arms in different directions. Like, okay, I'm going to try throwing up, I'm going to throw down, throw out. But I was really impressed by how well that implementation was put into play. Here we are.
Yeah.
Oh, this place is so pretty.
So here we're in the Sand Kingdom, in the town of Tostarena. And
Tostarena.
they have a problem now because it's all frozen. Everything is cold for reasons, of course, that Mario will eventually solve.
Actually, if you hit tilt so much,
Nintendo
I
with
show
their
his
dumb
little idle
puns.
animation when he's
Oh,
cold.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
really cute.
Oh, he's cold.
I love the locals here, too.
Yeah, I think he's distracted by the local dancing around, but I think if he's by himself, then he really shivers.
Oh, poor Mario.
Yeah. So let's see here. One thing I did want to show off is, so as we mentioned, there's two kinds of coins in this game. And for I believe the first time in the mainline Mario series, you can actually buy things with your coins. And I wanted to ask the developers how that came up, that currency should be worth currency.
なんでコインで買い物できるようにしたいと思ったんでしょうか。
はい。今回はコインを本当にお金として
I'm
扱おう
guessing
と思います。
the coins will
we
get you
wanted,
some of the
coins
costumes
to
we saw in the
be
game.
used as coins in this game. Actually, use them as money.
外国に行った時にその国の
Ah, yes, a brand new concept of Mario. Your coins being actually worth something.
I think
You know, they're
really
not really
know
worth
through
anything
Jones
outside of
One
Mario
the
Party,
things that
where
makes
you
the
actually get to
biggest
use them
impression
for
on you
something.
is the currency.
これ使えるのとか思ったりしないですか。
You kind of look at it and you think, wait, is this real? Can I use this?
今回はマリオもいろんな国を旅しますので、その
Good thing there's no
国の
point
コイン
bricks on
という
that
のを用意して
cactus.
And since Mario is going around to all these different kingdoms in this game, we wanted to make sure that there was a currency for each one.
要素はコレクトするコインの要素になっていますので、集めたものでコスチュームを変えたり、お土産を買うことができます。
And they're collectible items, so you can use them to buy different outfits or buy souvenirs.
お土産
Speaking of,
お土産買うの楽しいですね。
Yeah, and it's always fun to buy souvenirs, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Speaking
of shopping, we are now in Crazy
Oh,
Cap.
So
you're
there's
going
two-
off
two
visiting
kinds of
places,
coins
you
we
buy
mentioned.
souvenirs.
The purple ones are unique.
That is
to
such a
the
dumb idea, it
kingdom. The
works.
yellow ones can be used in any shop. I'm going to buy, because the guy at the door said maybe I should, I'm not living up to their dress code, maybe I should buy some clothes to fit in better. I'm going to buy a local sombrero and poncho. And wait till you see how adorable Mario looks.
Being adorable, I just love the shopkeeper.
Yeah, and their huge stack of hats.
It's so cute.
And you can see some of the souvenirs you can buy there that you can use to decorate the inside of the ship.
Nice.
Aww.
Now I'm rocking this look.
Mario sleeveless.
Let's go try that door again.
Alright,
So my
I say we'll go through
capabilities
the
are the
Odyssey
same.
demo.
I
Rest
still
of the
have-
Odyssey
it's
demo,
still
we're
Cappy,
going to
even
call
though
it a
he's
stream
turned into
there.
a
I'd say check out the
different
rest of
kind of
the
hat now. He can turn into
Nintendo
any kind of
Treehouse if you
headwear,
want
apparently.
more information on any of the games we saw there.
Exotic superpower.
Be curious to see if we get
And,
more
alright.
amiibo.
So I go over and talk to this guy.
Besides
See
the
what
Legend of
the
Zelda
expectations are.
quad, which, damn it. When I get a Switch and get
Snappy and lively. I think
Breath of
what
the
they have is
Wild,
the
I
ones
might be
that
getting a
ponchos
crap
together.
ton of Breath of the Wild amiibo.
Alright. And this is, of course, what the goal I was working toward all this time.
I love all these little moments of surprise where you never really know what's going to happen
Yeah.
when you
Why
get
did I
into
want to
these
get in this room?
spaces.
I don't know. I wanted to get in this room so I could play a guitar.
You want to get in because it's locked.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it. And play the Mario
So
theme
then we're going to move on to
at
some more
a
traditional
more Mexican,
3D Mario
South American
gameplay
music style.
over this direction.
Now that you are terribly well dressed, it's time to go do some exploring.
Yeah. And
And here's
Bowser's
a-
footprints, I must be on the right track. So notice that while using the motion controls, I can actually use the little homing function on the hat more easily.
Woolly World,
It
that's
is
what I was
possible
thinking.
with the button controls only, but it's much more difficult.
All right, the classic Goomba.
Yeah. And let's just do a big one for that. And yeah.
And that's, I guess, something folks are probably noticing here. So you're not capturing those Goomba. It's not every single enemy that's capturable.
That's true.
You've got to find the special ones.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's having a good eye and just experimenting a lot with your cap.
I think they're a shade bigger, the ones you can capture, but I'm not positive about that. So
Nice.
bullet bills, of course, are useful because you can fly with them.
Oh, Odyssey does have Amiibo. I'm reading on Amiibo news at the moment. We'll have a Mario, Peach, and Bowser
now
in
I've got
the
to
wedding
very
outfits.
quickly capture my ride back.
And with bullet bills, you can only capture them for a limited amount of time because at some point they're just going to blow up.
Yeah.
So you have to be a little mindful of what you're doing.
Yeah, you
when
only
you've
get
got
so
a
much
bullet
time
bill.
with the explosive guys. All right, and then almost to one of my favorite bits in this level.
Oh yeah, the next bit you're coming up to just blew my mind the first time I saw it.
So
in a
this
ROM.
place has these murals that look like they're decorated in this cool old school aesthetic, and I'm just gonna go right on in.
Little link between worlds right there.
And I've still got my costume.
So, Koizumi-san and Murokura-san, I think we definitely need to hear a little bit more background about why you added this into the game, because it's so cool, but it's so unexpected as well, I think.
なんでこのような 2D の8ビットマリオのところも入れたいと思ったんでしょうか。
3D の部分は気持
And
ち
just
よく
pop on out.
探索できるように比較的おおらかに作っています。
So we wanted to make something that would be, sort of a contrast with the 3D stages that you're able to explore very freely in.
2D の部分はもう少し細かく緊張感のある構成になっています。
The 2D spaces are kind of more confined. They're more precise. It's more like kind of, sort of traditional platforming elements.
同じステージの中でもそういった違った遊びっていうのを入れたかったです。
But also within the 2D stages, as you can see, we wanted to have a lot of different variety.
もちろん昔からのゲームが好きな人にも楽しんでもらえるビジュアルになっていると思います。
I was about to say, you should
And
have
of
took
course,
a hit there,
the
but no,
visuals
you got
and
it.
everything, it's something the people who enjoyed kind of those classic nostalgic games also get a kick out of as well.
So one thing I'd love to show off when we're getting out to where the end of this space is just how much the music changes when we're transitioning back and forth. Because I know we've been chatting, maybe it's hard for some folks to hear what's been going on here, but if we just pop in and out of that warp pipe, it's a pretty impressive transition when the music changes.
But there's no warp pipe up here.
Just start jump off. No.
Yeah.
No,
but you
don't
can
jump
now see that it's more of a naturalistic instrument. So I'm going to skip ahead and show off the last part of this scenario. Okay, so for that, I will need these.
Swap to the other gamepad.
Wrist straps, people. Always wrist straps.
Yes. I'll set to jump in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning too that we're only covering a tiny bit of what is in this kingdom. There's so much more to do and explore.
There's just a ridiculous amount. All right, so here we are. This is much later in the level. I'm still got my snappy outfit though, and watch these bullet bills transition out of the 2D, and then I'm going to use one to break open this wall.
So another thing that's really handy about the bullet bills is a capture target that you'll see here. When you're trying to target for really precision flying, it's got a little bit of a headlamp. Oh no, no,
I'm doomed.
That's okay. But it's got a little bit of a headlamp, so you can kind of use
See
that
where
to
you're
line
pointing,
yourself
yeah.
up.
It's super handy.
That's okay, because we get to see this cute little 2D to 3D transitioning in
I
with
love
the
that.
bills.
It's so cool. All right.
That music transition is pretty good too.
All right, you got this.
All right, here we go.
And with bullet bills, you can also give yourself little speed bursts as well. Shaking the Joy-Con will let you go a little bit further. So it's worth experimenting once you get a feel for the timing of how long a bullet bill will last.
It's kind of like driving a car that doesn't have any brake pedal. You can go faster, you can steer, but that's all you can do. And
I assume
all right, so
we're
up
getting a
here we're
boss.
about to confront one of the Brutals, and folks may have seen them in our original teaser trailer for this game. They are an evil wedding planning firm, and I'd love to hear more from the developers about
an evil wedding
how they came
planning
to be
firm.
and what your
but
favorite Brutal is.
God damn it.
ブライダルという団体がこのペコンを企画してるグループらしいですけど、なんか一番気に入りのブライダルさんは誰かいますか？
そうですね。彼らはクッパに、雇われてクッパの結婚式を成功させようとしています。
So they've, as you kind of said, they've been employed by Bowser. They're in charge of making sure his wedding goes off without a hitch.
なので結構仕事をきっちりするタイプですね。
They're very serious about their work.
respect that.
Their work ethic is admirable.
休日ですね。
なので真ん中にいるちょっと背の低い同じような帽子をかぶったようなキャラクターがいるんですけれども、それがリーダーなので僕はそのトッパーというキャラクターがお気に入りです。
And my favorite is Topper, the kind of shorter one who has that green top hat.
Yeah, guy in green. Yeah.
Yeah. Topper.
So is it the standard 3
How about
hits
you,
to kill
Koizumi-san?
boss?
Do you have a favorite?
小泉さんもなんかキリンのカラー。あ、そうですね。ちょうど今出てるのがハリエットっていうその可愛いウサギさんの、キャラクターなんですけ
I
ど。
was like, she always seems to draw images with her attacks, but no.
結構凶暴なんで、その。
Oh, gotta get the angle right. There you go.
This is really good timing because the character I like the most is the one you're fighting right now, Harriet. She has this great contrast between her cute appearance and like how devilish she is. She's sort of like the tricky little sister of the group here.
Just gonna let the damage phase time out. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 hits if he's letting the damage phase time out.
Especially when she starts flying around.
And it's worth mentioning, you fight each of the Brutals a few times, but their tactics get more and more intense and dangerous.
But I'll be honest, having planned a wedding last year, I would take the help of evil wedding planner.
Yeah, I mean, any evil help is better than no help.
And they're very dedicated to their work.
And they're willing
they
to fight
care.
your enemies for you, and that's pretty great.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Yep. Standard 3 hits to kill boss. Alright.
Sorry, Harriet.
Now she'll be back.
Yeah, she exploded in the star bits.
All right, so that's a grand moon worth 3 power moons.
And there we see Cappy in his natural state as well.
There he is, celebrating with Mario.
Nice.
All right, so that's what we have for gameplay for right now. But
Yeah,
we did
we're
have
catching
one
too
more
much
little
else.
feature, I believe.
Yes, we've got some new goodies that have turned up here on stage with us. So these are the amiibo for the game. We've got Princess Peach, Bowser, and Mario in their wedding outfits. And I just need to ask you guys about the development process for these because the detail of the sculpting is incredible. It must have been a very interesting process getting these to the state they're in here.
このアミーバはすごいなんか細かい作り方になってるようですね。
They look pretty good.
それについてちょっと説明していただけますか。
はい、ヒロインであるピーチ姫をより可愛く魅力的に作っています。
So first of all, we've got our heroine Peach, and we wanted to make sure that she just looked, absolutely stunning.
あとクッパとマリオもそのお相手であることに十分なビジュアルとしてデザインしています。
And then from there, we have Mario and Bowser as well, and we had to make sure that, in terms of visuals, they weren't going to lose out.
They got to keep up.
Yeah, they got to keep up. Yeah.
あとこのポージングっていうのも今回のテーマに合わせて物語性を持たせているのが特徴になっています。
And another characteristic of these is that the posing is very kind of directly linked with the story and what's going to be happening in the game.
Yeah, Mario's got kind of a humble bow thing going, and Bowser's kind of looking like, I own the world!
And I think Bowser looks pretty dapper here, though.
Yeah.
But it is really amazing.
And Peach is like, ah, shit, not again. I've spent the last 2 games being a hero. Now I'm back to damsel, damn it.
Pearlized kind of texture, and there's a lot of subtlety with the different kinds of fabric. You can really see a lot of nuance for these amiibo. I'm really looking forward to people seeing them in person.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
And I wonder, at this point, is there anything you'd like to share about the functionality of amiibo for our viewers?
そしてアミーボの機能性について何か説明していただけますか。
ですね、アミーボはコスチュームを手に入れることができたり、あとはゲームの中でのお助け機能として活用することができます。
So you'll be able to use the amiibo to get different costumes within the game, and then they'll also have kind of an assist function.
And we do have existing amiibo that are supported as well. I think we'll be talking more about that at a later point. But I think that's all we're allowed to show for right now, unfortunately.
Right now. We'll be showing more of this game later on
Yes,
in
we'll
the
definitely
stream,
do that.
of course.
But Motokura-san and Koizumi-san, thank you again so much for joining us here and sharing some of the insight about the development process of the game.
今日来ていただきありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
And folks who are watching, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be back in a few seconds here with our next segment, so please don't go anywhere.
All right, we'll end off the stream there. Yeah, Odyssey's looking pretty good. Good stuff. Couple games just teased. Teased coming next year, but just fine. that I've come to expect that for E3. E3 is a place to go, hey, here's stuff coming this year that you'll actually see, and stuff coming next year that you won't get to see. But anyway, it's been a good year overall. Not super surprising, but still good. So, anyway, I will see you all tonight when we're talking this, Ubisoft, the PC gaming show, and not Sony, actually, since we already talked about Sony pretty much last night. If you want to hear our thoughts on that, just check the reactions, just listen to us talk about it. Anyway, I will see you all tonight.